Hey Email Geeks, this week we're back with another Feedback Friday guest.
My name is Megan, and I've been in email marketing for over 8 years now.
We sat down for a finance-specific double feature, so get excited.
All right, you might hear my baby screeches every once in a while.
So when did you get this email, Megan?
So I got this email last week, but it sort of surprised me because I don't remember ever getting a newsletter from them before. I am on TurboTax, but this is the first time that I remember seeing this newsletter, so it caught my eye, but in a negative way. Like, oh, is this spam? I mean, come on, this is taxes and money, and so when you kind of come out of the blue like that, it scares people sometimes. I mean, I know the point of these is to show good emails that could be gooder.
Yeah, usually.
This one is like, eh. I mean, I guess it's not bad for this particular industry. But I mean, it's not even just that, it's that some of it is images and then some of it is live text, which is so strange to me. Like, if you already know how to do the live text, why not just do it for all of them? So I don't understand why some of them are images.
This is an image, but these are live text. So I'm actually not sure why that is.
Yeah, so I mean, it shows me that they have the means to do it correctly so that for accessibility and all of that.
Yeah, especially, some of this stuff is hard to read. I guess on mobile it is pretty good, but some of these images, some of the button sizes are a little small.
I guess it's going to be really hard for them to read.
Yeah, and this is kind of like pixelized as well. Now it's blown up on mobile.
Yeah. I do kind of wonder for those retina images, how much does that really matter, right?
I mean, it's something that we always call out because I think it's like an easy fix if you can do it. So I guess it matters more like when you're trying to sell a specific product.
And you can't see it, right?
Yeah, I think for me at least, when you see some sort of pixelization on an image or something isn't scaling right, I think that's like another sign. People might even consider that like spam then for some reason.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So what's like spammy about this email? I mean, as a newsletter for taxes, it's not. I mean, some people definitely want all these little blog posts and tips like that, but
yeah, I mean, I actually like it. It's just surprising because I don't remember ever getting this before, and it says issue number 27. So where were the other 26? Because I've been with TurboTax for several years. I don't know how I could have missed that. And the other weird thing to me too is that sign in call to action button at the top. It feels totally random to me. Like, do you want me to sign in or do you want me to read this newsletter? What is the point of this?
Do you think it would be more spammy if they populated like your name up here or something? Or no?
I guess it would feel more legit to me, actually.
I think something like your name and maybe say like member since 2014 or something could maybe boost some like brand loyalty and kind of show that, you are a loyal customer to TurboTax potentially.
Yeah.
Having this image with that CTA, maybe two different images on desktop and mobile, or having that CTA be a little bit bigger. On mobile, it definitely is kind of hard to even read that CTA and potentially click on it. So, but yeah, I wonder too, across the emails, all these different brands, TurboTax, Mint, QuickBooks, if they kind of keep a similar template system or if they try to match up to individual brands.
Oh, I have Mint and it's different.
Gotcha, okay. But yeah, I think that's interesting for them to pull in that into the footer. I think that's kind of cool. This like column footer isn't too bad.
It was a little bit confusing to me at first because I was thinking that legal on that left side and then the text to the right of it had something to do with legal, and then same with privacy and security. Like, those were titles. I mean, I do think for something as kind of dry as taxes, this email is, it's good. The copy is pretty good.
Yeah, I'm guessing they made these images because they had issues with this Learn More CTA. These could, definitely be all...
live text.
Yeah, live text. Because then, since this is maybe scaling down a little bit, this size of the text here on the image doesn't really match this size then. So that is a little funky. Yeah, I think this one, maybe they were just rushing to get it out the door or something like that. And two, as you said, issue 27 of a newsletter, maybe this isn't one of those things that they try to spend too much time on. And they're just more interested getting out the door versus some of the other emails they might be sending that are like automated, getting you to come back once a year, start getting ready for tax season. So.
Yeah.
One other note that I had before, is that this legal is pretty short, even though it is a financial email. A lot of the actual legal is kind of pushed off into another page. So that's kind of an interesting piece.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. I mean, I'm currently in the financial services industry, and so this is a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, I'm interested why this is even here, the legal privacy security, when it seems like there are links in the email that go to like the same places.
It's really, really important to them.
Huh. I'm also wondering too with these social icons. I guess you kind of have to have them nowadays, but I don't know.
I mean,
do you follow TurboTax on Twitter or not?
No, I don't. And honestly, I never click on those social media icons in the emails. It's the same to me as whenever emails have nav bars in them. I just don't click on those. That's not the main point of the email to me. Unless they had some very specific benefit being called out, like follow us on Facebook and you'll get XYZ, whatever.
I think it's something would be kind of cool if they had like a module for something like Instagram or something, maybe showing like what kind of content you can expect or something. Some emails, I mean, I think the majority actually click out to, the individual social pages of the brand. But sometimes when you see these icons, that actually means that you're going to be sharing the email. So I almost wonder now if they need to have some sort of tooltip that mentions, like follow us or something.
Yeah.
In this section.
But speaking of sharing the content, I think since this is a newsletter with some really good content in it, it would be a good use of those social media icons to promote the whole sharing on social aspect.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe on these little modules, having like a little tweet or Facebook share or something like that. That is smart to maybe share some of this stuff. I'm guessing on the pages they probably have those buttons, but or maybe not. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how many people are sharing these things. Oh, yeah, here they are. But yeah, that is cool to maybe bring maybe some of these stats in sort of a fake way to maybe make it look like these articles might be like trending or something like that.
Yeah, what is that called? Like social, like other people are doing it and then it makes you want to do it too.
I don't know, you're the writer. But yeah, like this one seems to be like a more popular article, so maybe they could say like, maybe call out one of these articles. I guess this would be the hero one is the most important in the email, but...
Important to them, but most important to their users?
Yeah, so maybe there would be some way they could like call it out and being like, very relevant to you or something, so... but yeah, I wonder too if any of this stuff could be tailored to you individually. Like, are you a big gambling person? Or no?
No.
Okay, well, then there you go. So maybe there would be something along the lines that you could do with that instead.
Yeah. I mean, and they have your tax information, right? So they would sort of know that information.
Yeah, so maybe there would be some more articles so they could have like recommended for you and then maybe show you some similar articles after. So yeah, I guess that's just some ways to spice up that stuff and use a little bit more of that information in the newsletter. Versus it just feeling generic.
Yeah.
So.
But for a tax newsletter, it's not bad.
Thanks again, Megan, for taking the time to do this episode. We'll have the second part of this financial email extravaganza uploaded next week. I'm really looking forward to that. Have a great Friday, and don't work too hard.